the new standing orders that you led this House to establish. Mr. Speaker, Order 235. If you look at, please, let me read. The Budget Committee shall consider and report to the House on a report laid in respect of off-budget reporting or expenditure in advance of appropriation. This is specific. It is clear. So it is within the remit of the Budget Committee. If you want to join us, maybe your leadership or anybody
member,
to
you
do
were
it, that is
citing
fine.
order.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
You were citing order what? Order
235 3III. That is under the Budget Committee. Two, 3, 5, 3 III. Mr. Speaker, I can give you my copy if you.
It means that the one I put down is the correct one. This one you gave me this morning.
Honourable member, you are absolutely right. We have passed some laws even on the establishment of the Budget Committee. But in considering the budget, there are fiscal policies that are also to be looked at. And so for a holistic consideration of both fiscal policies and the budget estimates, it's important that we have such a joint committee. I'm happy you agreed for them to join you. The main responsibility is on the Budget Committee. But because of the fiscal policies, you need the Committee on Finance to be part and parcel of it. Well, if you look at Order 226 of the same standing orders dealing with Finance Committee, it says the committee shall have referred to it matters that relate to monetary and fiscal policies, loans and financial transactions generally, and B, jurisdiction to investigate and inquire into the activities and administration of the ministries, departments, and agencies under the mandate of the committee, and the investigation and inquiry may extend to proposals for legislation. And there are others following. So we need both of you to work together. And as I said, it's a committee that your chairmanship can chair, but you need the Finance Committee to be present and to make inputs as to the fiscal responsibilities. I want to solve this problem so that you don't go and have we prefer the party not in government chairing such a committee to ensure that is the interest of the people that reigns supreme. The party not in government. That's why we gave the chairmanship of the Budget Committee to somebody from the party not in government. And so they should chair that committee. This is not subject to debate. No co-sharing. Yes, honorable members, we now take
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we can take item 14 on the order paper if you are done with the budget reference. Item 14 on the order paper today.
Honorable members, I said something before the media came in, and it's important I repeat it for them to know that the delay in the presentation of the expenditure in advance of appropriation is not as a result of the failure or refusal of the Minister for Finance to do so, but as a result of some challenges that the institution of Parliament itself had, and therefore those had to be solved before the presentation today. I need to emphasize that for the information of our partners, the media, particularly the Parliamentary Press Corps. Now, the second Deputy Speaker will take the chair, and I propose that after the laying of the other papers, you may take a few minutes to look at the third reading of the Environmental Protection Bill, while the committee's Finance and Budget goes into the consideration of the expenditure in advance of appropriation. Then after that, you can take a short suspension, and then we'll come back to conclude. Yes, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, former Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. Subsequent to your referral of the expenditure in advance of appropriation to the Committee of Budget and Finance, I requested table for a copy of it. And Mr. Speaker, as I read my copy, I see presented to Parliament on 23rd October 2024. I just asked for a copy. And Mr. Speaker, the copy reads, presented to Parliament on 23rd October 2024. Mr. Speaker, this is a house of records. The record will have to reflect what is being done appropriately, even though I know that the committee may look at it. But, Mr. Speaker, we are showing fidelity to the law and the Constitution. Article 179, Article 180, Public Financial Management Act. You cannot be presenting this 23rd October 2024. So, Minister, you have to update your record. As I requested for a copy, this is what I noticed. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah, Minister, you want to react to that? Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And what the honourable member said is right. But we actually submitted this to Parliament, the institution of Parliament, on the 23rd. But we couldn't lay because of the challenges the institution of Parliament had. So we will. So, Mr. Speaker, I seek your leave to propose that this be amended to reflect today's date. I thank you, Mr.
Honourable Minister, you don't need to do that, because the records will show when it was actually presented to the House. I can inform members without any not contradiction, iota of fear, that I received the expenditure in advance of appropriation in October, and I had to admit it. I had to admit it to be processed through the Business Committee for presentation to the House. And so all those records, my minutes and the rest, are records of this House. And so they will all indicate as to when it was first submitted to the House. And when it was received in my office, the office stamp is there. These are all records of the House, official records of the House, that any researcher will have access to. And so, for those reasons, it was not presented to the House until today. And so we should take note of that. Second Deputy Speaker to take the chair. Yes, Deputy Majority Whip, you were making some submissions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. We can take item 14 on order paper today. Item 14, third reading of the Environmental Protection Bill. Thank you.
Honourable members, yes, leadership.
Mr. Speaker, page 2, item 8B. I want to seek your leave and lay the papers on behalf of the Majority Leader.
Yes. Yes, leave granted. But do you have dupes? Okay.
Budget estimate for Parliament and the Parliamentary Service for the period January to March 2025. Budget estimate for the Judiciary and Judicial Service for the period January to March 2025. Budget estimate for the Audit Service for the period January to March 2025.
Honourable members, the papers listed B have been laid and they are to be distributed to honourable members.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Page 5 of order paper today, item 14. Item 14.
Honourable members, let's come with me to page 5. Page 5, item listed 14. Environmental Protection Bill 2024 to be read the third time. Yes, Honourable Minister for Environment, Science and Technology,
and Innovation. Table. I don't have a copy of the bill.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that the Environmental Protection Bill 2024 be read the third time. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, yes, the ranking member.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, I right to second the motion. I second the motion.
Second the motion. Honourable members, the motion has been moved and has been seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. Yes. 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 Honourable members, I will now put the question if there's no contribution. So all those in favor that motion listed 14 be adopted, say aye. All those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The motion, yes, table. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The motion is adopted.
An act to amend and consolidate laws relating to environmental protection, establish the Environmental Protection Authority to regulate and protect the environment, provide for pesticide control and regulation, provide for the control, management, and disposal of hazardous waste and electrical and electronic waste, provide for the coordination of climate change responses, and for related matters.
Honourable members, the Environmental Protection Bill 2024 is now read a third time and passed. Yes, Leader.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I want to request that you suspend the House for some time to enable the Finance and the Budget Committee to work on the proposal or the appropriation on advance. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, that was the agreement to wait for the report, so you can suspend while we wait for the report.
For how many minutes?
Mr. Speaker, it will be determined by the Budget and the Finance Committee, or 2 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, Mr. Speaker.
So can we come at 5 o'clock?
Yes. Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Well. So, honourable members,
all stand referred to.
Honorable members, before we move to suspension, let me make this referral. I'm bringing your attention to 8B, which the member laid, and we are supposed to refer it to committees. So 8B, I are referred to the Committee of Finance and the Budget Committee. So these two committees are to look into these three items. That is Parliament and Parliamentary Service, Judicial Service, and the Budget for Audit Service. Finance Committee and Budget Committee are to look into it and bring the report back this afternoon.
Madam Speaker, it's already been established. It's been referred to the Budget Committee to be supported by the Finance Committee. That's the record.
Very well. So be it. The referral is made to the Budget Committee and they are to be supported by the Finance Committee. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, I did not hear you, when we finished the third reading, say that this bill has now been passed.
Oh, I said it.
You said it? Okay, all right, okay. Just as I did not hear it.
No, adopted, and the table read the long, then it's passed, yes. The attention was not here. Honorable members, the House is suspended until 5 p.m. this afternoon. So the House is accordingly suspended till 5 p.m.